in the kitchen. The range wall goes here, cooktop, hood, cabinets. I've got layout sheets, as you can see, throughout the house, just so everybody knows what we're going to do as far as dimensions, electrician, for the plumber, for the framer. We always like to get this done ahead of time. I want the plumbing and the framing and the wiring to all match my cabinet layout. A lot of times you'll see the plumber comes in, just starts roughing the house based on what he thinks, or rough off the blueprints, and all of a sudden the cabinets don't fit. So we're going to drive the bus ahead of time here, get the layout finished, so the plumber hits our marks right on the money. We're going to use a refrigerator. It's going to be a GE. It's going to be a cafe series. So what we're going to do, we recess in a little spot here in the framing. This has all been determined, done the math. The extra refrigerator, the deep refrigerator will slide right in the hole so it won't stick out into the hallway. This is just a little way to make a non-built-in refrigerator feel pretty built in. We've got a solid wall we just added here. This is not in the blueprint. Little alcove. I'll have a 12-inch deep base cabinet right here with a countertop. Then a 12-inch deep wall cabinet right here. We'll put extra outlets right in here. So I'm coming in from the car, from the garage, from the mudroom. I've got a drop-off spot, keys, cell phone, chargers, things of that. They're nearby, but they're out of the line of vision. This also gives me a solid wall right here, where I'll have my switch bank for the various lights that we're going to use around through the kitchen ceiling. Back on the deck, little temporary guardrails coming on in here. We'll have a railing system here out to the landing, down the stairs. Over on this wall, big slider goes back into the kitchen. Again, this is the barbecue wall right here. Because we're undercover with the barbecue, we've got a hood we're going to put on the wall up to the ceiling, so we have just for the barbecue, so we don't turn this wall into kind of a barbecue smoke fest. That'll help this a lot. Window system, we're going to put in this waterproofing product. This one happens to be a Vicor. This goes on the sill. The windows will sit up on top of this. They've got the corners flashed with a little extra maneuver. If any water were to get into the channel of the window or the seam, there's some weep holes in the window. This will help the water shed out from behind the house or inside the house, so we're protected. The siding guys are going to lift this up and slide in their house wrap underneath this. So if there is any water, it's going to, and there shouldn't be, it's going to shield off or shed off the outside. Once the windows are installed, we'll go look at this again in a minute. We have another waterproofing system that'll go around the nail flange. Stairways in, worked on this quite a bit, had to get it just right. We've got the bigger treads. These are 11.5 super treads. The rise on these steps is only 7 inches, slightly less than what you typically would see. We wanted the stairs to be a little calmer, a little more gentle coming down around. We're at a 4-foot width with, again, the 7-inch rise on the steps. Morning. And a little bigger landing. We're at 45 on the landing, 45 inches, so we can make a nice easy turn. This will come out. This is just temporary for now, for safety. We'll have a railing system out of metal here. We'll have that fabricated. That'll come in near the very end of the job. You want plenty of head height. You don't want to feel like you're kind of bending over as you come to the lower level. So we spend a lot of time balancing the stair tread numbers, the landing height, to make sure we're here. We've got 85, 86 inches right here, which feels great. Underneath the stairway, we talked about this before. This is now the wine cellar alcove. We've got a door here, wall in the back. We'll get some fun lighting up in here. We're going to put another partition wall in this big bedroom and sitting room. We're going to put a second wall back here on this side of the beam. Because we're doing this, by the way, we no longer have an egress window in this room because it was going to be over there. So now we're going to add a window right here. It's going to be a casement window. It's a little bit bigger than that one. This is going to be the egress window for this bedroom now, as we revise this. Egress windows have a certain amount of inches that you have to comply with width and height in order to comply. So if the fire comes, I guess you can hop out right away. We've got this window sized properly, so this will be the egress window, which will be a casement.